Hello everyone. So welcome you all to Ashok Tutorials Meghalaya's first MTED channel. So my dear friends, let's continue status of English in India. So what is the importance of English in India? Is English important? Of course it is important. Otherwise why are you listening to my English lecture? You should have been listening to Hindi or Garo or Khasi lecture, right? But you are listening to my English lecture. Why? Because it is important. Now, why it is important? Let us see. English holds a unique status in India due to historical, social, and economic factors. Here is an in-depth explanation with examples. Now you see why English is important. Of course, we know the Britishers, they have ruled in India. Yes or no? The colonial rule. So all these had impacted India in different ways. So the history of India is affected, the society of India is affected, and the economic status of India is also affected. Yes or no? So let us see historical context. So what is the effect of English in a historical context? English preference, all right, English presence in India dates back to British colonial rule. So English language speaking, working in English, you know, English everywhere started when? It started when the British they came to India and colonized here, right? It was introduced as a language of administration, education, and governance. So British government, what did they do? They imposed or they introduced the English language for administration purpose. They introduced English language in the process of teaching and learning, and they introduced English language in the official and the government related work. This historical legacy has left a lasting impact on the status of English in India. Now you see, because of this, what happened is that even if the British is gone forever, the language still remains. So we are still following, we are still speaking English, right? Yes or no? For instance, English remains the medium of instruction in many prestigious Indian institutions such as the Indian Institute of Technology. We don't have to go that far into IITs when we can see that in our schools and colleges in Meghalaya, the study or the medium of instruction is English, right? We speak in English, we understand English, we have English textbooks, we have exams in English form, in English text, right? So we are using English in all the possible way. Yes or no? So we, the people of Meghalaya, we prefer to speak in English. Yes or no? We love to speak in English. Yes or no? We love to listen to English songs. We like to watch English movies. And we also like to communicate with one another in English. Yes or no? Now, globalization and economic opportunities. English is often considered the global lingua franca. Now, what does it mean? It means that English language is something which all the people of the world, even though, suppose a Spanish, his mother tongue is Spanish, a French, his mother tongue is French, a Chinese, his mother tongue is Chinese, right? They all understand English, they all speak in English. At the same time, they also know how to speak in English. So, proficiency in English is seen as a gateway to better job opportunities both in India and internationally. Now, you see, when we all know English, it gives us job opportunities, it gives us scholarships, it gives us access to education, so we can travel the whole world if we can speak in English, because majority of the thing you will find is in English. Yes or no? So it helps us to live, travel, and stay in India, and also internationally it helps us. Many multinational companies and the information technology sector in India use English as the primary language of communication. Of course, right now also you look at the screen, what language you see? You see English. It is written in English. Yes or no? All the text you see on the screen is written in English. So why? Because in India, we use English as the primary language of communication. Specifically, if we talk about the information technology, that is IT, or the educational sectors. Yes or no? Now, education and aspirations. English is associated with access to quality education and socio-economic mobility. Families often invest in English medium education as they believe it equip their children with competitive advantage. English proficiency is a marker of social and economic aspirations. Now you see, though in Meghalaya, maximum of the school we have is English medium school. Yes or no? Maximum of our schools are English medium. All the parents they want their children to study in English medium school or English speaking school. Nobody want their children to study in Garo medium school, Khasi medium school, Hindi medium school. We all want our children to study in English medium school. Why? Because the association of this language is very very large, which means if I speak Garo will be only up to Meghalaya. If I speak Khasi will be only up to Meghalaya. If I speak Assamese will be only up to Assam. If I speak in Bengali, then Bengali will be only up to this one, West Bengal, right? But if I can speak English, it goes whole world. Yes or no? Do you agree or you don't? You agree, right? So English is spoken all around the world. So that's why learning of English is very important. That's why our parents want us to study, to teach, and work in schools where the mode of instruction is English. Yes or no? Now, bilingualism and multilingualism. In India, bilingualism or multilingualism is the norm. Most Indians grow up speaking one or more regional languages along with English. These reflects the coexistence of English with other languages like Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, and others. Now you see, even in India, you will see that whenever we have exams, we are given two opportunities. Either we can appear the exam, either we can make use of Hindi question paper or English question paper. These are the two basic choices we always have, right? And along with this, we also have a choice like whether you want to write the answers and read the questions in Hindi or in Tamil or in Bengali. So we are given options. So in India, we are multilingual, which means we may speak different languages like Bengali, Assamese, Boro, Garo, right? Or we can speak two languages. Of course, most of our competitive examinations question papers are bilingual. Bilingual means what? Bi means two. Two language means you can either choose English or you can either choose Hindi, right? Language politics. English is sometimes a contentious issue in India, with debates about its role in preserving regional languages. The government has policies to promote the use of regional languages, particularly in education, alongside English. Now, you see, in many places like in Karnataka, you will see these people they want us to speak in Kannada, right? I think they call it Kannada or something, yes, their language. So they want, like, if we go to Bangalore and all, we should speak in their regional language and not Hindi or English. But of course, their regional language is important, and at the same time, English is also important. Hindi is also important. Why? Because India is a multilingual country. You believe it or not, right? Now, media and culture. English language media, such as newspapers, TV channels, and movies, have a significant influence in India. English is also the language of choice for many creative and artistic endeavors. Now, you see, of course, we have English newspapers like the Shillong Times, the Meghalaya Times, the Economic Times, the Times of India, the Hindu. These things are English newspapers. Yes or no? We have different type of TV channels where the mode of instruction or mode of communication is English. We watch English movies, we listen to English songs. Yes or no? We listen to English songs, and we like to read English books. Yes or no? And in many a time we prefer to use English. Now in my channel, in my YouTube channel Ashok Tutorial, you will see that I prefer to speak in English more. Most of the time I speak in English because I like to speak in English, right? And also I like to speak in Garo. So sometimes I also speak in Garo. Yes or no? So English is coexisting with other languages. It does not mean that I know English and I don't know any other language. No, I know English and at the same time I know Hindi. I can speak Garo, I can speak Khasi. I can speak Boro, I can speak Assamese, I can speak Bengali. Yes or no? It's like that, right? In summary, English in India is deeply embedded in country's history and continues to play a pivotal role in education, economy, and social mobility while coexisting with a rich tapestry of regional languages and culture. Now, in India, as I have told you in the introduction, that English is very important, but it does not deny the fact that even our own regional languages are important. Boro is important, Garo is important, Mizo is important, Manipuri is important, right? Khasi is important. So all these languages are important, and along with this, English is also important, and all this language should coexist. Coexist means what? Hindi should also be there, English should also be there, and other regional languages should also be there, right? Because it is for our good only. Once we cross or once we go out of India, then the language we can use is English. Yes or no? You cannot speak in Hindi, you cannot speak in Mizo outside India. Yes or no? Because nobody will understand. So it's of no use once we go out of India. So that's why learning English, learning Hindi, and knowing our all original regional languages are important. The more languages you know, the more places you can visit without any problem and hesitation. Yes or no? So I think this is all of this video. So thank you everyone for staying connected with Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first MTech channel. Thank you.